The end is never the end. The never the end is never the end. Oh, literally, it's just gonna be the game sitting open all day and night.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And that's it. Okay, good luck, Stanley at staring. That is now stare. Ignore my terrible spelling. Look, Stanley. Stare into the abyss. The office. Boom. Then I need to... No, that's about it. Good luck, Stanley. Stare into the abyss of the office as we turn him around and look straight this way. And this is the stream for the foreseeable future. Do we need it larger or smaller? Quite literally, this is all that we need. So, you get to listen to the nice ambient music as I mute myself. And the idea is we are going to be staring into the office like this until I get back at about I could say about 6:30 tomorrow. But that's if I decide to like rush to the computer. But knowing that I usually don't rush to the computer, I'm gonna say about 7:30. Then we can play Stanley Parable. But you know, I'm just gonna let the stream run the way it is. So, see you guys then. I might check up on the stream early in the morning once I wake up. Just to see if it cut out or not. Regardless if it cuts out or not, we would still have the game running. This might be a run kill, like a run killer, for anyone trying to keep the stream streaks alive. If it cuts out, which if it goes perfectly, it should not cut out ever. So I'll see you guys later. Good luck, Stanley. Stare into the abyss of the office as you just imagine where all your coworkers are. I hope you survive.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Yes. We officially are playing the Stanley Parable. I hope everyone who had a stream streak was able to go and watch the other stream. So, The Office. Welcome back to The Office. We'll be here for another... like... Oh yeah, good news, Hooperbs. It was only the OBS that died. It was not... Okay, sweet. It was only the OBS that died, so the game was on the entire day. I was thinking the worst case scenarios were going on, and it was just OBS decided to be terrible. So we are still on track to have the full day, or the full Tuesday of Stanley Parable. I am happy. I am good. Everything is amazing. OBS, I'm very disappointed in you. You could have done better. I know you could have done better. I had some nice boneless pork chops for dinner. That was nice. So we gotta start playing the Stanley Parable. I know there's an ending right here. I know there's an ending here. Did you get don't play for 5 years achievement? Yeah, I should. Let me check. Achievements. Yep, I got it. Go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. Woo, we did it. The original, the OG. The go outside. I feel proud of that. Beat the game. Complete the Stanley. Beat the game. Beat the game. This is an achievement. Click on door. How do I not have click on door 430 5 times? Speed run. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes, 22 seconds, not including load times. It is impossible to get this achievement. Unachievable. I must have done this when... extras. Achievement. I got it. Okay. I've got it. I got the achievement. Sweet. Maybe 100,000 times, but you know, I got it. SCP Monkey, how you doing? So, if you are unaware of the situation, I'm doing great. A little disappointed that OBS decided to die mid Wingstop, but god damn it, the garlic wings sound good. Maddie, I sure hope you still have your streak. I don't remember if you actually showed up during the 11-hour stream. that was supposed to last all day. So, the Stanley Parable was supposed to stream all day today, and then once I got home, I would jump right onto it and then play the game, like officially play the game, which is what I'm about to do right now. It was maintained now, just barely. Oh, okay, sweet. My issue with it was OBS died about 11 or 12 hours in. 11 to 12 hours in. And I realized it because I was in the chat. I literally was watching it from my phone all day while I was at work. So when I got home, I saw that OBS actually disconnected from the server itself, which means Twitch was not the issue. The game was not the issue. The game was still on when I got here, so yay! I can still get the achievement for playing the entirety of a Tuesday. For some reason, I want that achievement. I mean, we started, so it's pretty good. The plan is to try halfway to get sour candy. You want to get me to eat a sour candy? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome
I just had to
fell
click the
under
door.
his
That sounds
responsibility?
realistic.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Alright, we got the first ending. We need to get a crap ton more.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Perfect.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Ow.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth
I
it
am
for you to
enjoying some
restart
nice
and then come
sour
back
neon
here just to
gummy
do the other option?
worms.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the
So
other
who was
option is
here
even
for the
longer? How long will you spend
11-hour
in total just to have heard
Stanley
all the
Parable
narration?
sitting and
Oh,
watching
this is
the
rich.
Abyss
Perhaps you've
stream?
just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected Continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when
You
you
didn't
pick
miss
the
much,
other
trust
option.
me.
Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact,
before it
just going to
crashed.
say that
I was
no one
literally
who's
just,
listening
I
to
just had
this
my
is
phone
lucky.
in my
Well,
little
now,
container,
I've built
just
up the other options
waiting.
so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but like OBS really screwed that one up. Is that it? Am I done? Okay, so there is a solid mass. Game complete. 15 out of 100. No! There's so much left of this game. Begin the game again. Okay, time to check the other option.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
One day see weather. Oh, it's not gonna let me. You're not gonna let me jump this time? Alright. Well, if I can't do this one again, we'll do this one.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
Yes.
No.
Give
I
it.
can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Yes.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20
Oh.
times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing this effort
fine.
for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Good thing I'm a
No,
gamer.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. Man, just give me my achievement, man.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
That's back this way. Oh, right there.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10
Oh my
clicks or
god,
so.
415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. I can feel this. I believe in this. I'm just so slow.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm
Oh,
really
okay, go all the
feeling
way
it
back
now.
now.
I think we're getting somewhere.
I gotta go faster. I'm a true gamer. I need to do this.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Oh.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go
416.
give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
I gotta run. I'm too slow.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of
We
how
got the
far
achievement. I
we've
feel
come
happy about
together.
it.
Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
It
Really?
still is.
What were you thinking?
Hey, look, we got the achievement. We're being power conscious. Okay, time to actually start the game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
I would
It
like
had
a
really
cold
been
drink.
worth the detour after all, just to
What do we
spend a
got
few
here?
moments here in this
I want
immaculate,
purple.
beautifully constructed room.
They
Stanley
won't give me
simply
purple.
stood here, drinking it all in.
I mean, it's only $1.25. Give me a soda.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Journal
A
of...
room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this
Wow,
is
after
why
going and
everyone
getting
left.
excited for, you know, that one, those 5 clicks, now he's just insulting me? I can't believe
Stanley
this.
sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Uh-huh. Trying to send me a message, you say? I can't tell what the message is. Alright, I feel like we should keep moving. But I said no. Shut the door. Alright, fine. I guess we'll keep going.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I do know what Warhammer is.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
You're
do
building
want
miniatures
to
for
help
Warhammer
you,
40K?
To show you something beautiful.
Question mark?
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
No.
Give me a chance.
Yes. I assumed 40K because most of the time people would do a more relatable. I say relatable. More. Okay, actually, if it's 40K, what group are you going with? Necrons to be exact? Necrons, love it. I love Necrons. The new Necrons. Let's go. Just
Now
be
listen
orcs.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley? All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road?
You're building
you've
tomb
chosen?
blades.
Well, don't let me
Nice.
stop you.
I don't want to go out here.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
No, I was.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what.
I would like
take
some
a
skill
stab in the
trees.
dark at a new
Just
design,
some
and
random
you can give me
ones.
some
They don't give
feedback.
me anything, but they're
we go.
there.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yeah, I don't want to do that one now. Why is it developer textures right here now? Do I go through the new third choice? No, no, no. I don't want to get locked in. No. I wasn't choosing. Yeah, fine.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'd say midway.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings?
Man,
Does
this guy's
that sound
rude.
good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Some pretty cool dudes. 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence. Stanley is all like, how long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others who improve your Stanley Parable career. Oh boy. Only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door. 98.9% of players. Yeah, okay. This is your superior, a dead rat.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Alrighty, matey.
And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. He reaches the fire, you...
Video. We are going to take it to borderless window. Okay. That should fix some of that. It does.
All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands
You got
of
started.
life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
About 4
why
hours.
don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh wait, there's no internet on my main computer. I wonder why. Oh well. That only makes things a little bit easier when I decided to use a fancy language little trick that I can do. Do not want automatic time. I want to change it to 10 o'clock. Boom. Change. Did it not pick it up? Oh no. It's an in-game timer. I knew it. Now stay. Hold up. So clearly that didn't work. Automatic timer. What else can I do? Bound to be something I could do here. You started playing like 4 months ago. Tabletop, or are you playing, or are you talking like 4 months ago you started playing like the games and then you started going into stuff like tabletop? If you started going straight into tabletop by itself, I would be confused. Tabletop? Please tell me you started with something cheaper. Because you said you're starting to build, specifically trying to build the tomb blades. Aren't tomb blades cheaper version or cheaper variants? They are not. God, why do they have to be so expensive? I could easily make 1,000 of my own, guys. God, they look so cool, though. I don't know. Bought a 3D printer to mitigate costs. I got a 3D printer right here, but that wasn't. Mine was more for cosplay reasons, but I could also do. I could also, do the easy one, and just use it for Warhammer figurines and other figurines. Resin based though, not filament. I needed that super high detail. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could run resin through here, couldn't I? Let me make sure. Can... I bet if I tried hard enough, I could make it work. Either way, that's not important right now. I could... Wait, which printer do you use, Hooperbs? Are you trying to play in tournaments, SCP Monkey? It's not... I say games like this is more for fun than trying to play in tournaments. I would not be playing games like this for, trying to win stuff like that. Milady, welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? We're gonna go back to this and just let the baby die. Baby, get the heck in there. Get into the fire. Nope.
Heartless
Nope,
bastard.
they're alive.
Did you do it because you hit babies
they're alive.
purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over.
Also,
thank you for playing. Your
you can
input
run
was extremely valuable.
self-ran
Since
tournaments.
my game was so awful,
If
why
you
don't
run
play
the
someone
tournament, you
else's
can
game,
choose
just
what
to ease the pain.
there is
Let's
and what
see.
isn't. But if you're saying like major tournaments, yeah, they have to be made by the company.
This seems like it'll work.
Which
Let's give it a shot.
sucks. I think if you do press the button for the whole time, there is something, and I know there is something. I do believe you're able to. I think there's a command console you can summon.
Well,
I do not remember the command consoles for this one.
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough?
There's a QR code for $30.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this.
Oh,
Stanley.
yeah, I was
I'm going to build a house.
I was letting it play through the entire day for
This will go here, no, here, and then.
The plan was to get the achievement for playing for the entirety of a Tuesday.
What does it need? Yes.
So I was letting the game stare into the hallway.
It's complete.
This is the original Stanley Parable, not the deluxe version. I want to wait until I play that one. I have the achievement, by the way, for the 5 years. We got Tuesday working hard.
But you've only seen it from the
You
outside.
only saw 11 hours
the
of me staring into a hallway due to... Depends on the game shop and the organizer. Yeah, official game workshop tourneys are hard, but no local game shops are more lax.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
We're gonna die.
Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
We're gonna die. Oh, this clever game. There's gotta be a way around. There isn't a way around. No. Oh, even if we got around, there would still be blocks that we couldn't jump over. They thought of everything. They took away my jump.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
New game. So yeah, I'm sorry for not being there for the 11 hours. I was playing Minecraft.
Yes,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not playing Portal.
What this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out.
None of the people here are new names. I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen everyone here.
Find out what the hell this
We have
is.
Milady. We have SCP Monkey. We have everybody. Hey, you opened the door. No, I'm supposed to go through the portal. You two. Terrible game. I played Portal 1. I know how this works.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Jeez.
No shout out to Hadmans. Are you trying to say you and Jamin and Hooperbs are all new?
Plenty. I really don't care.
You guys are my best. You guys are amazing. Alrighty, Maddie. Hi, Pink. Good to meet you. I'm Hoots. Hello, everybody. Hi, Captain. Hi, Hooperbs. Hi, Pink Screaming Unicorn. It's all nice to meet you all. I'm so glad you all were able to show up. Maddie, I hope you are all having a great time. I've never met you guys ever in my entire life. Oh, it's all just dilapidated. No. The amount of owls actually went up. It's actually now 69, not 52. Nice. I physically can't jump, so you know what? Okay. 2 years. Also, Nightbots is still not working, and I haven't... Dude. Holding 69 guns. What are they holding? Freaking, not a Glock. They're gonna be holding, like, revolvers. That was intentional. Oh, you funny person. Welcome to Office 427. The old layout office. Oh my god.
I wonder what he found.
I wonder
If
what I
what
found
he
too.
wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well,
Come here,
perhaps
worm.
he's gotten it.
Ow.
Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes.
Jamin, did you hear
There's no other way.
about what I was talking about
Once this
earlier?
ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
24-hour
Very soon.
FNAF?
I can
24 hour? 24? Did you remember the 33? The 43, the 42, the 46? Do you remember those FNAF ones?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
I do plan on doing another FNAF marathon, by the way. And the next marathon is me trying to, again, do the, all the games in one stream. This is going to be like the 4th or 5th attempt I've done at it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm not doing FNAF and FNAF fan games. I'm not going to do that. I do plan to do fan games again. I need to figure out what's wrong with half of them, though. There's a lot of them that are having issues. We'll go to the left this time. Yeah, your FNAF fan game list.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
You know, one day somebody other than you will start really putting more FNAF fan games up there. I know Hoopers doesn't know that many FNAF fan games, so they aren't really one of the people to invest into it. Ulysses put one game up there. Everything else was yours. Oh, hey, Captain. Do not insult the 69 owls in a trench coat, please. One of those owls is super cultured, and I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you're the one who gave him guns.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
All right.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet fuck all, that's right. I love the broom closet.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Got a monkey wrench. Of course I want to stay in the broom closet. It has a monkey wrench.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally
You're on the VR
is of
stream?
absolutely no significance to
Oh,
the story
yeah.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
So who purpose? If I
Maybe
do a
when you go
full-on
talk about this with a friend,
FNAF
you'll
like
say,
marathon,
"Oh,
do you think
did
you'll be
you
able to
get
survive
the
it?
broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite. I hope your friends find this concerning.
Guys, I got the broom closet ending. Look, I got the broom
Stanley was
closet
fat
ending.
and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Guys, I'm
That
being
or with drug
insulted.
money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay,
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on.
I'm
now.
dead.
You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the
I need a
keyboard.
good picture of the
Well, in a
broom.
situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to
Do
ensure
I
that your
wanna,
body
like,
is taken care of
Zoomed
before
out?
it begins to
No,
decompose.
I want specifically the broom.
Hello? Anyone who happens to
Oh.
be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, now that you finally shut up, I can actually get my good image of the broom closet so I can use it as a thumbnail. Because I want to tell everyone.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. The fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Alrighty, Jamin. Before you walk away, I did want to say one thing though. I did stream just the Stanley Parable for like 11 hours where he was staring into the hallway, and then OBS decided to say no. That I did want to say that. The plan was to stream it the entire time, but Stanley Parable has been open the entire day so far. Right from 11, I think it was like 11 something, 11:30ish, all the way up until now. So I'm about to get that achievement. I can't wait. I don't know why I'm excited for it. I don't know why I'm excited for an achievement about just playing Stanley Parable throughout the entire duration of a Tuesday.
Coming to a
I
staircase,
do not know why.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Good luck with dinner. I could just do... do I just follow through?
Stepping in.
I lost the narrator. Ha! More broom closet time. Okay, let's leave. I am an absolute professional. I don't want to put up with the narrator anymore. Perfect. You are now leaving. 7:54. Do I start a 3D print? I mean, it is kind of early. I could probably start one of them. Oh, duh. I forgot I unplugged my 3D printer. Let's unplug this one because I don't need that one in there. I am going to start a 3D print. Just as a warning. It's going to be loud at first. I don't know if it's going to calm down after it starts. But I do want to get a specific print started. If I can start it now, that would be great. It would be wonderful. Clean off the actual 3D printed table. Dump that over there. What is it? It's another part of a prop that I'm making for a friend. So if I can get that started now, it would be pretty nice. Start with this one. Do I need to calibrate? I don't think I need to calibrate. It'll be fine. Okay. Let that go into its thing. Now we gotta go and run back up the stairs. Okay, the process is done. It should start up now. It's gonna become very loud and it might quiet down over time. Who knows? The question is, if I started making personal, I have a LGS nearby that'll probably accept 3D printed minifigs, but I would have to I have to schedule a day, get people that want to play and stuff like that. I might get my friend some 3D printed Warhammer figures just so we can play some Warhammer 40k without having to spend $400,000. My original idea was just to play it on Tabletop Simulator because you could do that for free. Well, $20 because you have to buy the game first, but you know. Obviously, if you can spend less on hobbies like that, it's a good idea, and still have the same amount of fun playing it. Tabletop Sim is the cheapest way to play any board game you want. You can play D&D. You can play Warhammer 40k. Every board game known to man. When it comes to Monopoly, even though there's no Birdopoly, that's weird. We can't get bird version of Monopoly, but we can get the derpy meme ones, which I will never play on stream. You can play Magic the Gathering. You still haven't played anything on it? Who burps? I'm telling you, if we can get a day where we can come together with 2 other people and play freaking... If we can just play a game of Magic the Gathering, that would be amazing. It doesn't have to be on stream. Just saying.
All of his
I know Captain usually is always up for Magic the Gathering.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Captain's usually really good at it too. He really keeps me on my toes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
Wait a
his
second.
left.
It's going to be loud for a little bit because it's heating up. It's going to take a few minutes. What other choices do I need? Like, you're always down? You say you're always down, but you kept saying that you want to watch other people do it just so you can get a feel for how it works. Okay, Captain, are you up for it one day? Like, if we do it on, like, a Friday or a Saturday. Actually, if it... Or Sunday. I don't even mind if it's a Sunday. Literally just a day where we can just come together and play a game of Magic the Gathering. And Hooperps can play his slivers. Because, you know... I would actually recommend Hooperps play slivers because they are a very easy starting deck. It's a deck that everyone will hate you for playing.
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Because
of disbelief,
if you don't know,
Stanley decided to go
slivers
up
are
to
just
his
straight up
boss's
evil.
office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no,
Yes.
no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Can you believe this? He isn't going to... Unbelievable.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, up the stairs we go. Can I go to the executive bathroom? Nice. To be rich is a crime. To commit crimes isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. I didn't close the door. Alright. I am... Oh, did it just start? Oh, sweet. Probably laying the first layers. What? Alright, let's keep going.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yes.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Okay.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Because if we can get a 4-player group to play Commander on Tabletop Simulator, that would be amazing. I have a few Commanders I want to try out.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Before I
It was a
decide to buy
stirring of
and
emotion
make
his
them in real
chest,
life.
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I want to make a
Why
few
did he
Commanders
feel
in real
this
life
now,
because I just
when
like
for
the idea of
years it
having
had
those type
never
of
occurred to
Commanders.
him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I think there's 2 endings for this part. Actually, no,
Stanley
wait.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So it goes through there. You get 2 choices, 1 and 2. 1 to use it to take control. The other one does not take control. Then there's the escape, which goes through user or developer assets, I think. This is a single ending. There's 2 endings this way. I'll go to the escape ending.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Hooperbs. All I'm gonna say is you play what you want. I will probably have something in some way that'll be able to deal with your sliver.
The door behind him was
I cannot
shut.
guarantee that's true or not
Stanley still
because
had
there,
every
one of my decks
opportunity
is
to
going to be
turn
just
around
straight up
and get
chaos,
back
and I
on
don't know if
track.
it's going to work.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Now let's see just how bad my ow! That kind of hurt. Don't worry, I'm fine. Let's see. Yeah, it's still printing correctly. That's nice. Still using the what's it called? Oh, it's actually printing out really nicely. I like the thin layers that's making. It looks really good. I like it. Lord of Chaos rule. I wonder what captain would want to play. I don't know if they will use just a default deck or if they want to use a custom deck. I am definitely going to be using a few new custom decks to try out and see how they feel. We probably will have to plan this out. If Jamin's there, I might actually ask them if they want to play. Not super loud, but it's noticeable for your. It's probably louder when I'm closer to it, isn't it? Probably. I mean, it's a 3D printer. It's about as much as I would expect. I want to try and get these 2 parts done. I am still trying to program and slice specific ones right now because they are having a little bit of an issue setting up. It's a 16-piece or a 16-piece item. It's a really big-ish item. I mean, for 3 parts. God, this doesn't look right. I probably need to add some extra stuff into these gaps and then sand them down. I just recently got sandpaper today, just so I can sand it down properly before I put a nice fine coat of what was it? Primer, so I can paint over that. I'm getting really good at making what's it called?
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led
Props.
helplessly
I like
into
making
the
props.
enormous metal jaws.
Then I get hit by my
In a
prop.
single visceral instant,
If I can
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing
I'm really
him
trying to get better at
instantly.
making props. Problems with the resin printer. Making big things is really not really a thing. And resin is brittle. Doesn't handle moving parts well. Well, you see, I like making props more than that. Is it Bamboo Lab? I don't think Bamboo Lab is a resin printer. No, that's filament. What printers use resin these days? Good lord. I need to bring up one of my. All I know is that resin printers. Oh yeah, it's one of these printers. No, Bamboo Lab is not one of those. That's still a filament-based printer. You had an Anycube you bought during COVID? Oh, hey, there's an Anycube. Well, that looks pretty cool, but I think I would rather use an Anycube specifically for figures, but at the same time, this filament, or, I'm using, what was it, Get C or something like that? Get C. It's a specific, come on. It is a, it's a little bit more dense of a filament that I'm using right now. Not like the basic crappy PLA filament. You want to get Elegoo Mars for my next upgrade? I'm kind of curious. I'm just curious right now more than anything. I know I should just focus on the game. Oh! Oh, that looks really good. Wow, they're pretty cheap. Shockingly enough, they look like really cheap. How much cheaper is it than the ones that I use? So based on the two, mine's is way more expensive. Oh, but I can see why you wouldn't be able to do a larger print with these things. You got 2 breakfast sandwiches. Can I have one? I would love a breakfast sandwich. I already had pork chops, so this is a joke. Oh, is it bacon? Yeah, is there bacon? We got bacon or sausage? I know sausage is really good.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game.
Sausage, egg, and cheese,
croissants! As alive
croissants!
as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Okay, my favorite
When
breakfast.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Okay, so you're going to be upset with me for this one. My favorite breakfast sandwich, in my opinion, my #1 breakfast sandwich is actually a country fried steak, egg and cheese croissant. They make them next door. They make them at the gas station next door. And they are really freaking good. But they are not healthy. You don't eat steak? So yeah. Yeah, I understand that. Just steak biscuits for you? This is a country fried steak. From... Don't get me started with Bojangles. I used to work there. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. Pass from Stanley's office to the 2 doors in the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added, altering throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first interaction. Iteration. Stanley's computer. Sweet. Natural paintings. Yeah, I used to work at Bojangles. No. Everything they make there is really fresh, and it's really good. What I'm saying is, the managers liked me pretty well. All of the people all of the workers made fun of me. That's all it is. All the food is really good. Chicken's fresh. Biscuits are always fresh. 20 minutes every time. I basically got down pat to the best moments to go there for fresh biscuits, because there are certain basically they have certain rushes where biscuits come out more often. Rather than 20 minutes, it would be like every 5 minutes because of how often people go up there. My favorite thing to get there would be the Cajun biscuit, just because it's just basic. But if you get the fried chicken from there, it is literally fresh every time. Mashed potato, they have the bland mac and cheese that most other restaurants and fast food places do, where they have it in a bag, they throw it in water, heat it up for a little while, it gets really hot, you have to basically wiggle it out of the bag before dumping it into a pan, serve it. Mashed potatoes is quick and instant. Gravy is, heated up, put in a container, put it up front. Part of me likes so with salads, you get this little tiny, container of chicken that goes with it. It's like little chicken bites. For some reason, I would just love that container of chicken bites without the salad. That shit's really good. I don't know why. I'm not the biggest fan of the apple pies, though. But then again, I'm not a big fan of the apple pies regardless. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure that the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. You stick to their steak biscuit and the blueberry biscuit things, so sounds like I'm still safe there. I've made the blueberry biscuits. They're pretty good, actually. The steak biscuit, I mean, that's still on the same. Again, everything is really good except for basically the sides. They're basically generic sides. You can go anywhere and get those sides for probably cheaper. There's other places that have better sides than them that make it more fresher than that. Gifted Maddie a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Hooperbs. I can't believe that. But, yeah. Sides typically are... Babe loves Wendy's ham breakfast sandwiches. I love Burger King's croissant sausage. He doesn't like spicy. Oh, I love spicy stuff. She was missing a food chat. So yeah, sides are generic. For some reason, the baked chicken bites that go with your salad stuff, really good. One of my favorite things for some odd reason. I cannot even fathom why I like those so much. Biscuits are always great because they're literally butter biscuits and they're amazing. So I wouldn't say this normally, but while I was working the night shift, if anything was left over during the night shift, they would let us take it. Literally anything. Basically, if it's food that is from McDonald's, what do I get for breakfast? For breakfast, it is a basic chicken biscuit. I love their chicken biscuit. They are great, but they are dry. I just love the chicken biscuit because I just really like... For some reason, the chicken sandwiches... Well, the chicken sandwiches for lunch that are like the same as a regular like burger, basic cheeseburger. God, it makes me so upset because back then, closing shift was my favorite every food job I had. Dinner was set every night. Yeah, I would take back like 4 containers worth of food because we don't mean to make too much food when it gets closer to nighttime, but every single time we would have an influx of customers and we make a lot of food because we were basically trying to keep up with demand. But then we overcooked on accident because we are very quick at making food and keeping up with everything. So there would be like 5 people with enough food to feed like 20 people. And one of the people did not want to take any food with them. More or less, they would take like maybe a biscuit sandwich, maybe maybe a side. Basically, they didn't really care too much for the food. They probably like getting their own stuff, but if they were able to make their own food, it would be a sandwich most of the time. Yeah, I would have like a whole like dinner worth of food. I'm not very proud to say that I would get literally anything. You get 2 sausage McMuffins with egg, and then 2 hash browns, and then sister's sausage, so I can add them to the sandwiches, and then that way it's double sausage and hash brown and sausage. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, I forgot to say that. 2 hash browns every time, because I love hash browns. So it's like 2 chicken sandwiches and 2 hash browns. Now, back then, it was like $1 for a cheeseburger and $1 for a chicken sandwich. I think a McChicken was like $1. And also, the chicken biscuits back then were like just $1 also. I love the chicken biscuits even though they were dry. And I will always get them. They're a little pricier now, and I usually don't go to... I'm trying to avoid fast food. Back then, when I was very young, my number one thing to go to was a double quarter pounder. And the double quarter pounders back then are nothing like they are today. They are huge. Like, that is some good shit. Sorry for being, like, vulgar about it, but good lord. Double quarter pounders back then were so much food. Getting McDonald's. If Ma... all she can order is nuggets, cause double quarter pounder with lettuce, cheese, and mayo too complicated for her. Dad, then I ordered a burger and with a fruit beer. Easy ice if Dad, and then fries. Shrinkflation is actually terrible. I might actually straight up start making my own double quarter pounder due to the fact that it's just like unbelievably terrible. Filing cabinets. I can probably... okay, I know this is going to sound terrible, but one of my favorite foods is very unhealthy. You get it from... it was a limited time event for KFC, and it's called the Double Down, and that thing is actually just a heart attack. Just waiting to happen. Yeah, instead of bread, we'll use, 2 chicken patties. We'll add some bacon in the middle. We'll add literally everything that's going to give you a heart attack right there. Fried chicken for patties. The McCain. Button sounds. That's a heart attack. Okay, here, I will... if you haven't actually seen it, or heard it, it is Zinger Double Down, back spicy twist. I want to make sure I got the exact thing ready. It was a 2 pieces of fried chicken fillet as opposed to bread containing bacon, cheese, and a sauce. Variants that are grilled or with spicy coating. No, every single time it was fried for me. Yeah, it has like 3 layers, like 2 or 3, no, it's 2 layers of cheese, bacon, 2 chicken patties for the bread, and then a sauce. One time she just said, I'll just order no tomato. Click, and here comes my sandwich without tomato, but also has ketchup and pickles on it. Onions isn't a problem. Onions just don't like you. Did the onions fight you? Oh no. Okay. Let's talk about favorite fast food places while I keep going through this area. What is your number one favorite place to get food? Onions go through me and makes me murder someone in the bathroom. Alright. The office. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Printer. Oh, this is a war. This is definitely the war zone. Wait, is that supposed to be pepper onion, people onions? You really like Domino's pizza. For pizza, my favorite has always been a place that's going under right now is CC's Pizza. I think there's only 2 places that I know that exist right now. It's pretty cheap for the amount of pizza you can get. And it has a pizza that is literally just a noodle pizza that I always enjoyed. It is so weird. And I don't know why it's so good. But I like it. You guys can always attack me for it. But I will not be upset if you don't like the idea of eating a pizza with some noodles on it. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield like fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was just far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. I had one place near you specially called Two Guys One Pie, and they had a begging chicken parm pizza. That sounds amazing. A chicken parm pizza. We have a like America's Best Wings showing up in nearby. I'm thinking about going and trying it out. You also like Tim Hortons? Never been to one. That is, so I'm sorry to say I don't know anything about that one. I do know Domino's though. It was really good. But there was a moment where Domino's lost us. Canada exclusive. I've heard good things about Tim Hortons. Yeah, we had a moment where we absolutely did not like Domino's due to the fact that they added a new sauce or something, like a new different marinara sauce that go on your pizza, and it apparently made the pizza taste god awful. Okay, one sec. Pausing. Gotta go look at this. Where was it? Where is it? There it is. I see it. Oh my god. I need to make a chicken parm pizza from scratch. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Dairy Delights, small ice cream. Wait. Place I love to think about would have be more of a local place. Local places are always amazing. The food there is great. Then summer comes around. I should get a double cheeseburger, a large vanilla shake, and maybe cheese fries with cheese on the side. Dairy Delight, small ice cream. Oh. God, now I'm just... You know what? I already ate food. Yeah, I'm already feeling like I want more food. Narrate your emails. Oh. Please, I would like to keep this proposal as a top secret deleted. Are you gay? I'm out of here. After seeing that, nope, I'm done. The lounge, an early version of the lounge. The office. Okay, let me check on the print, make sure it's not, okay, the print is not dead, good. Also, my prints are usually very good. Like, they have always came out really good. Like, nice, flat. Stanley's office. From the left to right is the evolution of Stanley's office. Ah. I don't know. I think I like the first iteration. The first iteration's clean. Second iteration is clean with a nice layout. The third iteration is just sad, if I'm being honest. But I like the evolution of the Stanley Parable, or like Stanley's office. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game, though much of the environment has changed. The basic layout of this mock-up is still in the game. Cool. Maybe I should start doing up Countdown Room. I haven't actually walked in there this stream yet. I don't think I've seen the monitor room elevator. I think that's something I haven't seen yet either. Freedom ending. Yeah, I think this is part of the, part of all of that. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an earlier version of the countdown. Freedom ending. And the game's alpha. Boss's office. I love seeing different iterations of everything. A mind control facility. Narrator outtakes. I really do like the narrator. I won't lie. Employee lounge. He's actually a really good narrator. And we're back at the beginning. Okay, let's head back to the office clock. How far is the print? It's only 12% there right now. That's insane. I think it's still, yeah, this computer is still offline. I don't know why one of my computers
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
SCP Monkey, I have a question. What colors do you, or what color are you making your Necrons? I'm really curious.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. So, just saying it now, these sour neon gummy worms, I got them because I just wanted gummy worms. They're not really that sour. I'm just going to admit that right now. They are just really tasty. I like gummy worms. Oh, wait a minute. You did sub. Oh, wait. I forgot. Hooperbs. I have to take a shot for you. Good thing I got a bunch of shots right in front of me. I just smacked myself in the head. I'm like, wait, you subbed a little while ago. I have to take a shot. Oh. Okay, I have a small bottle of the classic, the thing I usually drink, right there. I am going to chug this thing down. Making the mostly black and metallic with purple instead of the green. Only painted warriors, but next up is probably a heavy locust destroyer. That sounds actually amazing. Like, green is okay. I will not go against anyone doing the classic green Necrons. But a purple sounds unbelievably cool. A nice dark purple with a black and metallic. I'm going to say like black and metallic gray, I guess. Unless you're saying like just a straight up metallic black look. In which I understand. Begin the game again. I have been crushed. I am dead. SCP Monkey, when you are done, if you would not mind posting it in the art channel, that would be amazing. Because it is art. I do not care what anyone says. It is art. Speedrun?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We're speedrunning.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be
Ah, crap.
all
What was the code?
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I should have just let him talk.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah, I would love to see what your amazing characters look like when they are done. So now the question is...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
how
read
big
Mind Control
of an army are
Facility.
you making?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
I didn't
horrible
get enough
secret
code
did this place
punchings.
hold? Stanley thought.
The
to
speedrun
himself.
achievement isn't now?
Did he have the strength to
Ah,
find out?
I don't know.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
God, these are really good gummy worms.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't
That
accept
short hallway
it.
was supposed
His
to be
own
the
life
speed run
in someone else's control.
but when
Never.
you get that
it
hallway
was
again,
unthinkable.
like,
Wasn't
okay,
it?
go.
Was
Then
it even
you
possible?
can get
Had he
the speed
truly
run.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Is there a specific run that you're supposed to
Here
go?
was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, I ask that because all Necron characters. More armor 40k. Miniatures. Oh yeah, that's a lot. If you're going to go for all the Necrons, you're going to be pretty broke for a while. All of them, sadly. Well, you can purchase them online. It might cost you a pretty penny, though. Also, you have to search really.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Oh, the
He had
Chronomancer.
won. He had defeated the
Psychomancer.
machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even
What you're
as
supposed
the
to do
immense
is
door
play enough
slowly
times
opened,
to where
Stanley reflected
he'll
on
just
how
open the
many
door
puzzles
for
still
you,
lay
so
unsolved.
when you get that
Where
short
had his
hallway again,
co-workers gone?
rush through the story
How had he
itself.
been
The
freed
narrator
from the machine's
has,
grasp?
and that's
What
how
other
you get the
mysteries did this
achievement.
strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
I hope you two are
No
playing
longer would
equal
anyone tell
point
him where to
armies,
go,
by the way.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
Because
it
if
will
one's
be
playing like
his.
a lot large,
That was
yeah, you
all
are.
he
Okay, cool.
needed to know.
All that
It was
matters.
perhaps
Be
the
even.
only thing worth
Don't
knowing.
get upset if
Stanley stepped through the open door.
yeah, don't get upset at
Stanley
anything.
felt the cool
Wait,
breeze
complete the
upon
Stanley
his
Parable
skin,
in under 4 minutes and
the
22
feeling
seconds.
of
I speedrun it.
the immense possibility of the
Yo, that's
new
speedrun
path
material
before
right
him.
there.
This was exactly the
Woo!
way, right now,
Did
that
it,
things
speedrun.
were meant to happen.
Maddie, I did it.
Stanley
I got the achievement.
was happy.
I got the achievement. Yo! Complete the Stanley Parable. I beat the game. Even with the, like, long talking, I still beat the game and got the achievement. Professional over here. I'm telling you, I am a pro. I'm an old classic pro over here. Oh, I thought I was too slow, but I did it. I just yelled speed run enough times and it just gave it to me. That's how it happens. Yeah, there's the achievement. I'm happy with that. Sweet. Okay, I am missing 8888, unachievable, and what? it is impossible to get this achievement. You can't get that one. Now you gotta leave it open for another 4 hours. Oh yeah, you're right. Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Almost there. Now you go to the TV rooms, then jump over the edge. Have any tips to beat Astra? Can Necrons just gun them down? Probably not. Okay.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
Minutes, days,
Minutes?
centuries? Oh.
Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
How did I get up here so perfectly that first time? Oh well. Wait. Looking for a computer. Might be the boss's office this time. Alrighty, SCP Monkey. We're not talking lore, we're talking actual,
When Stanley
like,
came to
tabletop
a set of two
gameplay.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But that is true. Lore-wise, it wouldn't even be a fight.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, they still have the broom closet locked off. This narrator is evil. Evil, I say. Okay, Hoopers, since you're here, I am going to chug this little bottle, little shot for you. And then we're going to pause and I'm going to go use the restroom and then we're going to keep going. But first, shot for Hoopubs, gifted sub to Maddie. Officially, because I keep stalling for no reason. Divulge. Ugh. Oh, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna go use the restroom and I'll be right back. Divulge. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be said. That is not what I meant. No, I still think it's right. It's probably right. It's supposed to be like a type of form of I think so. Kind of like it's just a cheer situation. If I'm not wrong. Oh well. You guys stare at the sadly closed up broom closet. I'm gonna go use the restroom and I'll be right back and we'll keep going with this game. I'm only missing 2 achievements and we'll be pretty good because one of them's unachievable. The 3D print's going pretty good. I will be back in 5 minutes, I guess. At the worst. Yeah. See you in a minute. I said at worst 5 minutes. At worst. Is my door really that loud? It can't be. It's just a... It can't be just the door hinges, I swear. I'm sorry if it is that bad, but I swear it can't be that bad. Is it that bad?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You can't kill my things with WD-40, I swear. Illegal.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that would make things a lot faster. By the way, we're only 22% of this print. So, sounds like a screen door on an old mobile home. To me, it's comforting.
Stanley
walked
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, this is a old house. I try to avoid leaving as much as possible, but quite frankly, whenever it becomes longer streams like 24 hours or 33 or 42, I have to leave this room to be able to go and do IRL stuff. Like eat food. Or live. I'm gonna just walk out of here. Aw, shucks. How do I... There's gotta be a way. Maybe the next one.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I won't lie to you, Hooperbs. With the way of saying it, every time he comes and goes, I wanna... No song? Nothing happened. This is concerning. Get in the game again. When you say every time he comes and goes, I want to pull
What could it mean?
a Hank
Stanley
Hill.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hank Hill and WD-40's door
When
hinges.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Oh,
up
we
to
are
his
not in the
boss's
deluxe. We're
office.
in the original
Hoping he
game.
were coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Because I'm still waiting because the Stanley Deluxe. The Stanley Deluxe, we're waiting for a May 9th, 2022. We have to wait. Oh God. It's only been 4 years. We have to wait 6 more years before I can play it. Oh, that sucks. Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. No. You
But
do it
Stanley
legit.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
I
And
will
such a
do it
competitive
legit.
Economy. Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he
Yes,
was
I'm that
crazy.
kind of maniac.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
See you
And
all
as
in
Stanley pondered this,
2032.
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yes,
No,
yes they
Stanley
are.
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief.
The
Stanley
3D print's
felt
coming out
to
pretty
have
nicely,
finally
though.
found an answer, an explanation.
Oh, yeah, it's
His
going
co-workers weren't
great.
actually
Gotta go.
gone.
All right,
He wasn't
SCP
going to
Monkey.
lose his
I hope
job.
you have a great
He
rest of
wasn't crazy after all.
a great rest of your
He
morning,
thought to
night,
himself,
afternoon, evening,
"I
wherever you are in the
suppose I'll
world.
wake up
I
soon.
hope
I'll
you
have to go
have a
back
good
to my
one.
boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid." So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it
Oh,
too
it's
appeared.
so
It was so
beautiful.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Well, that's good.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself.
That's all that
sooner.
matters, that this is fun to watch.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
No,
Now, hearing
don't
the
get
voice
stuck.
speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
What if I force my whole friend, like
that this was a dream.
a whole
So he
like
closed his eyes gently, and he
4-player
invited
group
himself to wake up. He felt
in Tabletop
the
Simulator to
weight of the blanket
play
on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air
Group
of the
hug.
world outside this
like
one.
everyone plays group hug.
Let me wake up.
Imagine how
he thought to himself.
unbelievably
I'm through with
stupid
this
it would
dream.
be if everyone
I
played
wish
that.
it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Group
Please.
hugs.
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is
Magic
my
the
life
Gathering, but
exactly
everyone
the
plays
way it's
group
always
hug.
been.
Would be
My life
unbelievably
is
funny.
normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Nope. And then I started to panic.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Poor
But on
Stanley.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And that's another one. So Hooper, you would want to do a group hug match where everyone plays a group hug deck. Okay, next round.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
All right. So the next one I would want to do is explosive ending. I guess. Let's. Can I go through the? Can I go through the floor this time, or through the window again this time? Yes, yes, I can. We got one more.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until
Again.
he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and
So I
its
have 3 more
examination of
hours.
structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the
Oh my
truth
God.
must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
How long is this guy gonna go? Any moment. I'm waiting to see if anything different happens. I can last all night. All right. It just went silent. Like, dead silent. Eerie silent. Oh boy. Might be time to just say, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we could achieve from just sitting here doing nothing. I'm just so curious. Ugh. I don't know how much longer I can survive on this one. If I just sit around here doing nothing, I want to believe I can get something else out of the good old narrator. What is... Sorry. Ugh. Good lord. My nose is going to absolutely kill me. With the sneezing. Ugh. Also, thank you, Maddie. I forgot to say thanks for that. I sure hope I'm not getting sick. That would be a terrible thing to know if I was getting sick. Would not be a good day if I was getting sick for no reason. Uh. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I am done. Begin the game again. Okay, so we've seen both things from that. We went all the way back from the boss's office. We went already back into Stanley's office.
All of his co-workers
Both window
were
endings.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Went
simply missed
down
a
from the
memo.
boss's office. Went up to the boss's office, and elevator did nothing. This is extra long. Huh?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. To think this through, I've got downstairs from the boss's office, up to the boss's office, turn off the power, escape ending. We have not done everything on this side yet. We'll do one more. The 8 button on the keypad.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, well, we need the input. Good.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay, we got it. Sweet. So the only achievement we have left is commitment, which will be easy because we're almost there. I think 3 as well. We'll do 3 then. Three might be in the super deluxe. Like down, up, and repeat. Oh, down, up, okay. Down. Yeah, I understand when you said down, up. Alrighty, Hooperbs, there is no
Stanley
up.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Not here. Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
I think
Did he
that
have
might
the
be
strength
deluxe.
to find out.
I think that one is definitely deluxe. I remember seeing something like that.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
This time
in
we
someone
do
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof.
The
heart
next
of the operation.
one that we're
Controls
missing,
labeled with emotions,
which should be the
happy
last
or
one
sad
here.
or content.
is
Walking,
turning
eating,
on the
working,
mind control
all of it
device.
monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and
No.
leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
Man, I don't
screen
know.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
I'm fine, man. I'm
It's all the
okay.
same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Happily ever. And we are back into it once again. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So we've
What
done
did it mean? Stanley decided
every
to go
ending
to the
on the
meeting
left
room.
side, so now
Perhaps
it's time
he
to
had
keep going
simply
on
missed a
right
memo.
side.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
And this time we can just
Perhaps he
skip
wanted
the
to stop by the employee lounge
skip the
first,
employee round.
just to admire it.
Employee lounge.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I have more goals.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, wait. I forgot, I was still looking for...
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
So next up is going right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But
And
eager
the
to get
next
back
step
to
I want to
business,
do is
Stanley
jump off
took
the
first
path.
open door on his left.
So jump off, go onto the
Stanley was so
rails.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Jump
Look,
off
Stanley,
and go
I think
there.
perhaps we've gotten off
And then
on
we
the
follow
wrong
his
foot
rules.
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
3 hours
Stanley
left for this
walked
print.
through the red door.
Okay, I'll follow your rules this time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
No.
The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving. Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
This is a very beautiful room, I will not lie. Okay, let's go.
No. No, no. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for... Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's
I
beautiful.
know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
And the light show is over. There's no more lights.
No, perhaps not. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Perfect.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
This is what I wanted to see. It looks so nice. I am willing to stay here indefinitely if they keep this going. I just like the look of it. It's really nice. It is very beautiful scene. so nice, so relaxing. Alright, I think I've had enough. I know I said I'd do it indefinitely and stay. I gotta. They aren't gonna give me any more messages, are they? I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
Is it over?
Oh.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
What's the next path? So next up would be we actually go across for once?
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of two
Let's see.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the
I
meeting room,
have
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted
one,
to stop by the employee lounge first,
two,
just to admire it. Standing now in this
three
incredible room,
endings?
Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, but eager to get back to
I think
business,
it's three
Stanley
more
took the
endings.
first open door on his left.
Yeah, I think there's only three that I can think of.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible.
But now we
he
actually
wasn't
have to
5 years
wait
ago.
on this.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Okay.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To
Take
put
the
your work
first
aside,
on the left and
to
down
let
to the elevator.
her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I want to.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe
This is a
I was so
choice that's
mistaken.
vividly
This is
in
why
my
you've been able to
brain.
make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've
Unplugging
been
the
letting
phone.
you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? Oh my god, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a bag sack and
Excellent.
crack. I don't know.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
Oh my god, the
You
place
may
is
have
falling
noticed
apart.
that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Alright, let's go and do it. Whoopee. I'm gonna fall off. There's no way.
Now that we know your choices are
Recipes.
meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
So we have one more where you actually answer the phone. Then we have everything that goes to the left.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now
Alright.
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh boy.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh.
I saw.
Story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll do left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, he won't let me into the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark
I'm
115.
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Is it really that crucial?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Oh my God,
door.
the end.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
I've got
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
3 more endings, I think.
Story needs you.
No,
Are you there?
I believe it's actually 2 more endings, and then we will consider it as done.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Sure, we can do that.
Take as much time as you need.
I don't remember. Is there multiple endings down the elevator? Because I think the elevator equals the Stanley Parable adventure line. The end?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not
Help.
the correct way to the meeting
The
room,
end is
and
stuck.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
This
to
isn't
admire it.
correct.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is that a new line?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Why does it still say the end? If it says the end here, okay,
But
good.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Oh, this is the Stanley Parable line. Oh, I remember the Stanley Parable adventure line.
left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right.
Time to see how this
yes.
print's looking.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this
Oh
way.
no. There's a minor error. No. Rest in peace, minor error. Let me check the back area. I mean, it doesn't look too bad on the back side. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. I can reprint it if I need to. Up this way. One of the supports fell off.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay,
I could probably fix it.
We just have to get back to...
It's not the end of the world. It's a small error.
It's all
I can use some sandpaper, flatten it out a little bit, get some glue, fill in it, and then after filling it in, I could sandpaper it down again, and then put some extra glue, not glue, but what's it called?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Primer
decided to
on
go to
it,
the
and
meeting
then
room.
paint it
Perhaps
anyways.
he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, thank you for playing the Stanley Parable. What?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Yeah, we have like 2 more endings basically to go for. And then we can call it done. And we can make the counter go up.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, Mr. Narrator.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Wait, no! The overlays.
You put in a lot of hard work.
Thank you for playing.
It really paid off. So,
Though you
good
win
job.
Parable.
Oh no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Hey, it's fixed.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
We found it. Adventure line.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
That fern's right there.
This fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it
400
closely
screenshots
and
later.
remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Gotta make sure it's perfectly in line, make sure everything is perfectly fine. What? Credits. At the very bottom of the screen, it says credits.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... No, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh my god, the credits is so slow. The credits have made it further up.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, that one. Okay, cool.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want it to be fun.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
No
From here,
fun.
the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh,
Wait, what?
What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Yes.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't
You
want the game
AI.
to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped.
Or I meant you're scripted. You're not
Does that
AI.
mean-
You're scripted.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Find a
We'll find out,
bookstore.
won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
Imagine if you're not prepared for that and then you just have, oh my god, it's still just running.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we have to do
When Stanley
the...
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
Pick
wanted
up
to
the
stop by
phone
the employee
ending,
lounge
and then
first,
we
just to
should be
admire it.
done, question mark?
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been
Clockwork.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Wait, 427.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to
Bastard.
you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Help me!
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told
my
to do.
shit.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize
No, my
about his
TV!
own
It's
job.
now a clock and
First, he
filing
imagined that one
cabinet.
day while at
No.
work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner?
As he wandered through this
No, my
fantasy
kitchen!
world,
No!
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
I don't care about this, but I
Down
just care
one
about
path lay an
this.
enormous
My
round
kitchen!
room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
I'm upset.
And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her. Wife, I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
They don't exist. No. Press E to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Press 9 to be at work in the morning.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't.
I
Not
question
in the way
nothing.
I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And
And I am dead. The end is never the end, it's never the end, the end is never the end. Oh, hey. Last ending. We are in heaven. I don't know if you can see it, but it says 15 out of 100 now. We are now in the button heaven. It was made by the Galactic Cafe! Oh boy. Well, this is the end of the stream, but it will continue until I have reached the end of the day with the Stanley Parable. So I could just leave this running while doing other things, but I can say it is officially done. I don't think there's anything else that actually... Am I going crazy? What do you mean, fine, goodbye? I'm just saying that we have gone to heaven. We have done every ending I can think of for this. I don't know if there's another one. I don't think there is another one. I think I actually did get every ending I can possibly think of for this game. I feel quite proud of myself. You're not mad? What, you want more gameplay? I mean, I have to upload Donut County. This has to just disappointed. Why are you disappointed? Do we need to do the Stanley Parable adventure line again? Dun 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 dun. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Nah, Stanley Parable line. All the way. 100 million years adventure line. Okay. Did I actually have it all prepared? I put tags and stuff already? Oh, I did. I literally made it so I could just upload this and be done. Sweet. Thank you, me. You're welcome, me. And public. Publish. Yay! Donut County is now on the YouTube archive. I don't know. I kind of like the picture I chose for Donut County. Here, let me also do the post. Good lord. I'm back in heaven.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Welcome back, Hooperbs. I have 4 of the 8 handles. 4 of the 8 handles set up properly. I'm going to let it harden over the period of probably 10 minutes. I just threw away the ruined print into the bag of ruined prints. Also, I do realize that the PLA and PETG filament being cheaper makes more sense because, you know, pretty convenient to get it. I'm thinking about scrapping filament to try and make new filament. Because if I make stuff like this where I'm just going to sand it down, prime it, and then paint it, you don't care about the color that comes out of, like, the print. So I'm thinking about just merging all of the filament that I am scrapping and then just literally making new filament out of it. But that also means I have to invest time and effort into actually making a machine that can not only destroy the filament, but also turn it into new filament. I've also seen people turn plastic bottles into filament. And that was also a thought, like, see, technically, if I wanted to do this a better way, I would invest in not a resin. I would invest in another item, which I've been looking at a little bit, where you put it into the item and then it turns it flattens it itself. My sanding reasons is because I decided to use glue to keep these things together. And yeah, I know I could just keep it flat, do it, take my time and do that. I'm not going to take my time. I want to make it sure that this thing is as flat as possible when I get into the point of... It's literally just the junctions for the staff. Well, staff. This is a scythe. Whatever. That's not the point. What do I want to do? There's like nothing left for me to do in this game. And I have the sniffles and it's killing me inside. I'm dying. I mean, we already saw how I was able to break out of the game in multiple parts. Let's go see if the, wait. Huh? Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
Oh, the broom closet is still
Stanley
locked.
decided to go up to his
No.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, the poor broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Okay.
to his boss's office.
You know what? Since we have 18 more minutes, I am going to...
Here's the door, just go.
Also, I learned that clear Gorilla Glue is not really that good. Not the thing I should have chosen for the project at
Stanley walked
hand.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Will I?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Now, if I want to be realistic, I could also say if I did enough layers of primer, I technically wouldn't have to sand either.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking.
But then it's going to be
from a
like a very, very paint-heavy product I don't want to see.
Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated.
God,
as the
I might
machine
actually be
crushed
getting
every
sick, and I
bone
don't
in
like
his body,
that.
killing him instantly.
These sniffles are... Oh yeah, here we go.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been
What have I
created for
not
you
seen
long in
here?
advance, death
I saw that,
becomes
that,
meaningless, making
that,
life the same.
this,
Do you see
that,
now? Do you see
that,
Stanley
that,
was already
that.
dead from the moment he hit start?
If I get sick, I'm just going to be streaming more. Because my place of business would rather me stay home if I'm sick. And I would rather not be in bed if I was sick. I don't like this area. A lot of vitamin C. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Oh, the apartment timer. In a previous version, the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone will lead to a different ending. Ah. The cargo lift. Cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted an option for the player falling to their death. Cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Nice. See, I did miss some things. The options. First choice, obey, disobey, lounge, maintenance, staircase. Oh, they have multiple event. I don't think I want boiled pine needles, but even though I'm pretty... Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Zendig. So this screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zendig, which was essentially eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Zendig levers. These levers were originally a part of the Zendig. Player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had to pull. What color lever they had to pull. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development. So yeah, we got all the achievements for Stanley Parable. Good to know for next month. No! We got through all of Stanley Parable. I am happy we did. We got some stuff or not really stream-wise, but Discord-wise all fixed up. I've got more stuff I have to work on. You're waiting for the IRS to deposit the check from your... the IRS. One thing that the Joker is not willing to fight, the IRS. So, with that, I hope everyone has a great morning, night, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. It's still killing me. But the tower candy is, again, really helping. And the water does not mix well with it. Hope everyone has a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow playing something different. Go ahead, Clock. Ask Hooper to raid someone. I will not dream of fish. That is actually a curse. I'll give you like a minute to try and raid someone. Oh no, never mind. They can raid. Wait, you have the permissions to raid, Clock? I didn't know you had the permissions for that. Well, go ahead. Well, yeah, I gave Hooper's moderator and he wasn't allowed until I gave him editor. Clockwork. 1, you are behind on the stream. Hooperbs was a mod and he wasn't allowed to raid. Then I gave him editor status. Do I have you as an editor? Okay, I have to check this out now. Moderation, settings, mod management. I want to add a new monitor. I don't remember giving you it though. That's the thing. Whatever. I'll look into it later. Go on, raid. We're raiding out. Hope everyone has a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Bye. I'm going to die from the fish. Blah.